Welcome to the class again. We were discussing rearrangement reactions. Now we will discuss hydroperoxide rearrangement. What is hydroperoxide rearrangement? Rearrangement of tertiary alkyl hydroperoxides on treatment with an acid to give ketone and alcohol. What is this rearrangement? Tertiary alkyl hydroperoxide. This is hydroperoxide. One side, if we have a tertiary alkyl group, then under acidic conditions, this can be converted to a ketone plus an alcohol what will happen here? One of the alkyl group will be migrating. So I'll give the mechanism. When we treat this with proton, this oxygen will get protonated. So the product here so this oxygen is protonated in the first step. Then it becomes H2O plus. Of course, H2O plus is a leaving group. This will be leaving with bond pair of electrons because oxygen is bearing positive charge. Now, one of the alkyl group from this tertiary alkyl system will migrate to this oxygen. This process generates oxygen. One of the alkyl group is migrated. Now we have generated a carbocation here, right? This carbocation will take the water will add here. When we remove one of the proton on water, it becomes alcohol. When we remove one proton from added alcohol, it becomes OH. So water will be adding, it becomes H2O plus. When we take out one proton, it becomes OH. Now the lone pair of electrons on this alcoholic oxygen will be polarized towards a carbon so that it generates carbon oxygen double bond. Now this OR group, alkoxide, will be leaving. So what we are getting here is plus R3O minus. We are getting an alkoxide here. At the same time, we have a hydrogen here. So deprotonation of hydrogen from this will generate the ketone. Protonation of alkoxide ion will generate alcohol. I'll give you two more practice problems. It is called cumene. Isopropyl benzene is called cumene. Cumene upon air oxidation cumene will undergo auto oxidation in the air and generates this hydroperoxide. This hydroperoxide, when is treated under acidic conditions, will generate phenol and acetone. So here the migrating group is phenyl group. Phenyl group will migrate. So we are getting phenol and acetone. This is the industrial preparation method. Phenol and acetone are prepared in industry by this method. Next example. When this hydroperoxide is treated under acidic conditions, what we are getting is ketone here, alcohol here. So that means the migrating group is this one. The second, this tertiary center is migrating compared to these two primary centers. I'll briefly explain this. When it is treated with acid, it generates this intermediate. So our water molecule will attack here, and this will undergo bond breaking to generate this ketone and alcohol in the same molecule. Next, we will discuss Dakin reactions. What are Dakin reactions? Orthohydroxy benzaldehydes, generally it is called as salicylic acid, salicylaldehyde. Orthohydroxy benzaldehydes, when they are treated with hydrogen peroxide and sodium hydroxide, it will be converted to aldehyde group will be converted to OH group after phenyl migration. So phenyl will undergo migration to generate this OH group. So salicylaldehyde will be converted to catechol. 1,2 hydroxy benzenes, these are called catechols. Similarly, we can do the same reaction if OH group is at the para position. Then 1,4 hydroxy benzene is called quinol. So conversion of ortho or para hydroxy benzaldehyde to either catechol or quinols when treated with hydrogen peroxide and sodium hydroxide, it is called Dakin reaction. Now we will look at the mechanism how this conversion will occur. First, hydrogen peroxide and sodium hydroxide will generate this peroxide anion. This peroxide anion now will add to carbonyl carbon. Yeah, under basic conditions, of course, phenolic proton will be removed easily because it is more acidic proton. Then this peroxide and generated from hydrogen peroxide now will add to carbonyl carbon. So C double bond O will break down to give this O minus. Of course, we have one more hydrogen here. But C double bond O will again generate, so negative charge and oxide ion will be polarized towards the carbon, so that carbonyl group will be again generated. When carbonyl is again regenerating, the phenyl group the phenyl group will undergo migration onto this oxygen so that OH minus will be leaving. OH minus will be leaving. So what we are having, previously it was salicylaldehyde, now it was rearranged to an ester. It was rearranged to an ester, right? Esters can be hydrolyzed under basic conditions. That is what is called saponification reaction. So this is an ester. Ester can be hydrolyzed under basic conditions to alcohol and acid. Esters can be hydrolyzed to alcohol and acid. So it becomes O minus and it becomes carboxylic acid. That means formic acid. So I'll write that. So it becomes formic acid. These two becomes O minus. When we add water at the end of the reaction, these two become protonated. So we can write formic acid here. Aldehyde group is converted to carboxylic acid group. So this is a solvent mixture, THF, DMF and water. What is the product here? So that means not only aldehydes, even ketones will also undergo Dakin reaction. When we have para-hydroxybenzaldehyde, this is urea and hydrogen peroxide. What is the product here? Not only this hydroxy group, when we have amine groups, then also it is possible to have Dakin reaction. When we have ortho and para amine groups, then also it is possible to have Dakin reaction. So that means here also what we will get OH in place of carbonyl. So not only orthohydroxy and para-hydroxy benzyl groups, benzaldehyde groups, but it is also possible to have Dakin reaction with the orthoaminobenzaldehyde or para-aminobenzaldehyde.